Yo, YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Jay here with Low Code, where code is optional, but results are not. Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be introducing you to one of them ones. This package, let me tell you, like, I don't know who worked on it, if it was just Max or Max and his team. I'm not really sure. But this package, it's
Nice.
so today I'm going to be introducing you to Spark Calendar. It looks fairly similar to Google Calendar. So we're going to use this package today. And like honestly, when I say like this package is absolutely crazy, I mean the things that you can do in this, the functionality that they give you, like this package is one of them ones. Like I'm being serious. Now I don't even know much about this package. I am recording this kind of live. I'm not going to do any rehearsal or anything like that. So if I mess up, it is going to be genuine, and we're just going to continue learning it together. So to get started here, we're going to need to install Spark Calendar, the package. I don't know why I kind of messed up there. Okay, so we're gonna come over here to packages. We're gonna go and just type in Spark, and then you'll see Spark Calendar by Max, right? We're going to install that package. Now, when we install this package, what you might want to do is you might want to create a container for it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new component. I'm going to call it like UI underscore calendar. And I'm going to leave this div in here. And what we're going to get, I believe it's month view. That's the one I'm more familiar with. So month view is the month view. It's a view of the month. They also have a week view, I believe. So here you can see the two differences there. There is the month view that we're going to be working with for this video, and here is the week view, right? So what we're going to want to do is our div, the calendar is going to kind of adapt to the size of its container. So I'm just going to say on this div that it's going to be 100% so that it fills this entire box that we have here. So now you're going to see that we have this calendar, and we can see that it is correct. Today is the 28th. Now you might be wondering, well, wouldn't that make this a Friday? No, it is actually Saturday. Reason being is that the calendar starts the week from Monday. So we're going to go into playing with all that and changing all that up. So why don't we start with that first? What I want is, for one, to see what day it is up top here. So to do that, what I'm going to do, I believe we come into month view, and then I think if we add something to it, I'm check the slots here, sorry. Yeah, we get month and we get pop-up. Okay. So I believe here we have to add the month component from Spark Calendar. And then from here, I believe they have a few of them. So if I check these slots in this month right here, you see we have a week numbers, we have overflow, day header, weekdays, and event. I think the one we want is weekdays. So what I will do is I will go ahead and add weekday, this one right here, to here. And the slot we're going to set it is weekdays. Okay. Maybe this is not how you do it. You know what it might be? I think first we have to set the direction that our calendar is going to go. Like if it's going to be vertical or it's going to be vertical or horizontal. Okay. So I think here, if we come back to month view, I think if I say scroll direction, I want to do vertical for up and down. So that means if I scroll up, yeah, we get that. Okay. No, I still didn't. I really thought, oh, my fault. We never set the month to the month slot of the month view. So here we go. We have to set that like that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, okay, there we go. There you go. My mistake. My mistake. My mistake. So there is the weekdays now, but like I said, it starts with Monday here, but I want to start my weekday with Sunday. So to do that, I believe we come over here to month view, and in the attributes, let me actually zoom in a little bit for you guys. In the attributes for it, I believe we have one called start of week. There we go. Start of week. So if we come here and we type in Monday, oh, sorry, I meant Sunday. There we go. Now you can see that the start of the week is now Sunday. Cool. All right. So now let's get into actually showing events on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to call it events, and I'm going to create it as an array and an object. So there's a couple of things we need to have, I believe, as the base for the events. And I believe that is an ID. I'm gonna do like something like 1, 2, 3. I believe that is a start, which is a date string. So something like 2025 06 28, and then an end, which I'm going to leave the same. I think there's an all day. We'll check the documentation if I miss any. There's an all day. I know those are colors, and that's an object again. But I feel like I'm missing one. Let's check the documentation here. So I'm going to go to the month view component, and we can see event. So it is title. Title. Yeah, title. That's what we'll do. We'll do title and say hello world. And then we have a few other ones for colors. I think I can just copy this really. And then we have colors, and in there we have BG color. I'm just gonna copy and paste these honestly. We'll come in here, we're gonna say object and BG color. I'm gonna just make these all white for now. Let's grab the hover, the color alt, and the color alt hover, and boom. And I think this right here is the base that you need for events. So let's actually now show this on the calendar. So if we come over to month view and in events, we tie that to our events, you can see right now, we can see that, that 12 o'clock hello world. And the reason it's like this is because I must have all day set to false. So if all day is set to false, it's like a task in Google Calendar. I think that's the same sort of design look. And then if it is all day, then it'll be like that whole bar type thing. So if we actually come into here and we change this from all day false to all day true, you can see that it is now a bar. We can't see the text because everything is white, but we can now see the bar. Let's actually just change the text color in here by coming to color, and I'm going to make this black instead so we can see it. And boom, there we go. Okay, so you can see that if we also change the end date, so I say that it's tomorrow, we'll see that since it's on a new line, it's going to bring the same text over. But if they are on the same line, so if I make this now the 30th, we'll see that it then just makes the bar across. All right. Why don't we now get into kind of changing the colors? I don't really want to. I do like these colors, but we'll change the colors of some things. So we'll just actually see what month view has in its attributes. So enable click events. If we set this to false, then you can't click on these events and have like a sort of pop-up like you might in Google Calendar. I think they do that. We'll get into that later in the video, but we do want that to be clickable. So I'm going to set that back to true. I don't think there's anything else that I really play with here. Now you can you can get access to some of the data here in the events on the month view. So we can see here that on month change, We can get whatever the new month is, like so. Let's see what on event gives us. That looks like it's going to give us the ID of the event that's clicked on. And then on day, what do you give us? You just give us the date that was clicked on. Okay, cool. All right. So we can change the color of the calendar. Like say we wanted the background color to be white. See, we can do that. Or if we want it to be a gray, I don't know a gray hex code. I'm gonna just go like that. If we do that, you see that it then becomes the gray background. We can change the line colors. Like if I want that to be white, you see that changes it to white. Now line with horizontal and line with vertical. You can use pixels here to change the width of the lines, the horizontal and the vertical ones. So if I say like 12 pixels here for the horizontal, you can see that they become very thick lines versus the one that you can barely see. Oh, 12, sorry, like 1 pixel and 12 pixels. There we go. See, we can set the vertical ones to 12 pixels, and then you can say you kind of get like these kind of card look, I guess. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can do that. I don't think we have any events here. And then we can get into weekdays. And again, like I said, this package is just actually crazy that they let you just change all these things. We can change the background colors of the month weekdays. So let's say we want that to be some type of gray container. I'm not sure what that is. Make that white or make it black. Okay, container, I can't really see, but color, I'm sure this will be text. Oh wait, we can use, this is such a good tip. You can actually use your variables that you have in your themes. So like I can come in here and I can say like var dash dash red, I think like 300. Is that, there you go. You can see that that is that red 300. Or we can go and like use like a yellow 200. So you can use your variables in here for different colors. And we can change things like font size and everything like that. Like when I tell you this package is just absolutely insane that they just let you do all of these things. No events on this one. Now, I think that, oh no, we're gonna do pop-ups. We're gonna do pop-ups, and then that'll probably be where I end this video because again, there is so much to this package that I literally just scratched the surface. I was just so happy about it when I was just so excited when I saw it. So I wanted to share it with you guys. But let's go ahead and do pop-ups. So to do pop-ups, you come into the month view here and you have to add a new component, and it is month view pop-up, right? And you make sure that that is outside of the month and it is inside of the month view. So when we come to this pop-up, we want to change the slot to pop-up. And now what we want to do is we want to create a component child because this pop-up passes down data via context. And to use context, you have to be a component child of that provider or whatever is giving you the context, right? So I can say I want to create a new component and I'm going to call this like UI calendar pop-up or something like that, right? And I'm just going to be using my card components. I'm going to be using the components that I have because I am in my boilerplate. This card component is just a white box with some padding and border radius. All right. And we can come in here and I want to say, well, first let's subscribe to the context. So to do that, you want to come to context, you want to press the plus, and you want to find the month view pop-up, and you want to get the month view pop-up context formula like that. And that's going to give us the data that we passed to the event. So what we can do here is I will actually just show the JSON string of the context that we get. So event, and you can see here is the base data that they give you. Now, if you add new ones, like we'll try to add a new key or something new to our event variable, we can get it, or event. When we try to add more information to our event, we'll be able to get it. We just won't see it here because this is only for the base stuff. So what we can do is then I will just do JSON, so that will just stringify the JSON and we can see what we get. So now to use this card or this pop-up, we have to come back into the calendar. We have to go inside of the month view pop-up and we have to put our pop-up there like so. If we press now on our event here, we can see that we get the data we passed to it, the ID, the start, end, all day, title, all of that. And we can use it however we want in this card. And also, let's say, for example, we add more information here. Like, let's say we have some metadata type thing, and in here was an object, and you just had something like, I don't know, message and hello world, right? So what we can do now in this calendar pop-up is we can say, you see, it won't appear here, but we can say, I should have left that. We can say get, and I can do, I'm going to make it an array because I put it down multiple levels. So I want to get metadata, and in metadata, I want to get message. I think it won't pop up, but I think this will work. Yeah, I don't think it'll show, but I think it'll work. So if I come out of here now and we click on this again, you can see that I get the metadata, right? We can change that just to show you again. I am here. There you go. Look at that. Like I said, this package, super, super cool. We only just scratched the surface. I just wanted to introduce you to it if you didn't know about it. Make sure to go do your research on this one. The documentation for it will be in the description below. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want deeper dives, if you want access to me and my templates and resources and everything that I create, and even office hours, go to the first link in the description below and sign up for our community waitlist, where you can basically claim a spot with this discounted price that we have currently. Because once these spots are filled, the price is going to like 1.5 to 2 times increase in cost. So get it now and do that. And if you learned anything from this video or you found it valuable in any way, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment on what you'd like to see more of, and subscribe to this channel for more. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, happy building.